Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrap Addict Creations. Today we're going to do another layout using the Chantilly paper line from Close to My Heart. I found some pictures of my daughter at another little girl that I was at the time babysitting's birthday party. And I thought, what a fun way to put this in Miranda's book and enjoy this party that we went to that for some reason I have a ton of pictures, like a ton, that I don't even know if I ever gave to her mother. So I will show you all this stuff I've got sorted out. I did, sorry, trying to get that in there. Before I show you, actually, I was trying to use these papers right here with, let me grab these pictures because I printed out a few different picture sets. This is another layout I'm thinking about. I have these pictures of Miranda with Scout, and I thought this might work together. It does not. It is not, but they're really cute pictures. This is my father-in-law's dog that we had gone over and seen a couple of times, but that was when we actually took pictures of. So I did try to use that paper today, and it was not successful. So I switched to this paper, and I'm using I'm just calling this Lagoon and Glacier Lagoon pattern paper. I know it's got some of the canary in there too. So I'm using intense black ink. I am using all of these Copic markers. I do have them listed below. I am using sketch number 13, which I'll change it to 13-1 because I took the other ingredients off of it. I'm using the party gnome. I thought this was really cute. I didn't go with this little one right here just because it was littler. I wanted them all to be kind of the same size. So I did color them. I added lines to her hat because I had colored this one color and colored that the other, and it looked goofy. And so I just kept coloring. I colored this little guy. Oh, I still never decided what I wanted to do about the frosting. I still have no clue because I didn't really want to do yellow, but those are kind of the colors I'm working with. And so I wanted to, not go crazy colors. So maybe I'll just put some, I'll either leave it white or I will put some glittery stuff on it. That's probably what I will do. Okay, so I cut out the words celebrating Maya. I did weld them together. The font I chose to use on this one, let me see, is Annie Lou. And Lou is L-E-U. So I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I did Lagoon Light. This is half of a sticker. Grab it. Half of this one. I didn't want the whole thing. I didn't want to waste it too. I cut this out. I actually hand punched it. I just wasn't in the mood to get up and go to the Cricut. I know that sounds so lazy, but that was how my afternoon was kind of going. After yesterday, I wasn't feeling the greatest all day yesterday, and I had a headache because of the sun. I tend to get heat stroke really quick. And so today I was just kind of lethargic. I had a few things I needed to do. I did those, did some laundry, did the dishes, did the things I needed to do. But after that, kind of just thought, no. So when I was sitting here, I had my punch right next to me. It just was there. It was meant to be. I did debate about going into these little guys, but I didn't feel it. And it was mainly this one. I didn't feel it, so I didn't. I also Googled kind of like what stamp sets came with this in the original, and I don't know. And I could be totally wrong. I bought this stuff so long ago, but these two stamp sets kept coming up. So I am now have these out so I can use them with the other layouts I'm thinking about doing. Okay, so then we have this Lagoon. Oh, yeah, this is Lagoon, 1/2 inch by 2.5. And then I have 2 1/4 by 6 1/4, 5 1/4 by 6 1/4, and 6 1/4 by 7 3/4. And then we have a 2x3 tag, which again, the only thing I got on the Cricut was this. I used, where are you? There you are. I used this. I had it. That I actually had to get up for, but it was a lot easier than going and standing by the Cricut, waiting for the paper to load, and then pushing the button. Because unfortunately, with the Maker, you have to choose the correct paper, which I did have some debate on that because I tried to cut this on this is kind of a light chipboard. It did not cut very nice. When I put it was a different chipboard, they wanted the slicing tool, I believe that's what it's called. I don't have that tool. I just got, how do you open this darn thing? It's over here. So I've got some blue one, which I think is engraving. I've got the black one, which is the deep blade. I just got this 11, which is perforating. No, I've had that one. Sorry. I just got this one, the 1, and then there's a 2, and that is the scoring wheel. And I've got the embossing one. So, and then I've got these 2 other little things down there, which I have no idea what they're for. But I don't have that blade. And so in order to get it to actually even think about cutting, I had to put it down to light chipboard. And it didn't cut nicely. It just didn't. So we just said forget it because I was going to put it underneath this, just, recut that out. It's a thinner font, so it didn't work out as well. We accept. Okay, so then I have this Glacier Lagoon pattern paper, 2x6, 5x6, 6x7.5. I have this yellow canary paper that is painful. But where I use it between these two, it's not too bad. It really wasn't where I was kind of placing it. And so this is 2x3 as well. Did I say the size on this? I probably didn't because I was kind of letting you know how crazy this day was. Where are you? There it is, 3/4 by 7. And this one is more like a 1/2 by 7. In the cut file, it's 3/4 by 7. But the cut file will cut all of these for you. So that is awesome. Save you time. And if you don't have the Maker and you're not exhausted, it just goes in and then you push the button. That's it. Let us get to scrapbooking. I do have, the photo mats. I've got 2 sizes. She's got cake on her face. I couldn't not use some of these photos. We've got her on a little merry-go-round here. She was blowing those little blowers, and she was having so much fun. And so and then she's coming down a slide. That's kind of got blurry legs. Here she's eating pizza. Here she's eating cake. And she was so happy. And there was only 4 little girls. And of course, she was the oldest, but you wouldn't have known it. And it was just fun. But Maya was a little girl that I babysat, and Miranda thought she was cool, thought she was really cool. And I appreciate that Maya liked her too. They had a lot of fun together. And Miranda would go to school and Maya would stay home with me, which was good too, because then I wasn't lonely. Okay. So now I have to do the thing about keeping this kind of even-ish. And I think I want to start this at 9, but I'm not for sure. Let me look at this paper. Yeah, that looks about where I was thinking. Okay, so we'll do that. I'm going to put this down and then we'll put the other color on top of it. You might remember this layout cut file was from In Full Bloom. I did an In Full Bloom layout with this, with some flowers and what else? There's the tags and the flowers up top that kind of went from one layout to the other. They just kind of went around. This one, I'm not putting a bunch of stuff on it. The only embellishments really are those gnomes and a little tiny bit of stickers. I might add some hearts. I just thought, no, I'm going to keep it simple. Sweet and simple. And this paper is very easy to use for sweet and simple. And my watch, there's James in the pool last year. I forget that my daughter hooked that up. There's Rosie to show pictures of the grandbabies, which is so nice. Now, that is bigger than I had wanted it to be. So we are going to pull this puppy up and go over to my trimmer, and I'm going to take about 1/8 off and see if that's enough. No, I think I want another 1/8 off. Yeah, with the adhesive on here, it does not want to cooperate. Come on, you can do it. There we go. That looks much better. So to save myself, oh goodness, on the next ones, I will assemble them first and then see if they're too big. Okay, put this back in its place because we still want to start it at that 9. It works really good for where I was thinking I wanted this. I really like this paper. I just think it's so pretty and so much you can do with it. Okay, so since I started that at 9, let me grab this side now and we'll attach these as well. I really do like having 3 of these. This is nice because my desk has holes here, and so I have to be very careful. Things will fall through, and that's not always fun to try and get them. That's why I have lots of tweezers around me, because I have had to go into the little sections with tweezers to find things. Sometimes they just go all the way through when there's not one of the supporting brackets across there. But a lot of times they, oh, let me look at something. I put that on sideways. Okay, so I have fixed my boo-boo now, and I think I actually like this better. It's gonna be a little taller, which is fine. Let me make sure I'm putting this the same way. Yeah, okay. So let's put this down here. And I think I've got it all prepped and ready just to go down. Yeah, that'll be fine. And let me put this one on. This one doesn't matter as much, but I do kind of want to keep the top of it being somewhat similar. So I do have to adjust a few things, not too bad, which is nice. Because I do like this bigger size. I hadn't even thought about changing the size on this. So I will change the cut file since I did just hand cut all of these. This one it looks a little bit big, so let's just shave a smidge off. There we go. I like that better. Do we want to shave a smidge on this one? Just a tiny, teeny bit. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm happier now. Cool, cool, cool. Now if I can get, oops, put those in the wrong bucket. Okay. Now if I can get this to be even, we will be, oh, I don't really have to do that. I can do this. And put this here. And then put this right here. Oops, I moved it. That right on that edge. There we go. And then we'll put this one over here. And where I had originally wanted the title is probably going to have to move. just looking over at that now because it's a little bigger than I think it was. I don't think it's going to work down here where I originally intended. Okay, so with the magic of editing, we are back to where we started. I'm going to just slide this little guy in here. Just want a smidge of it to show, but I want it lined up over on that side. There we go. See, not too obnoxious there, just kind of sweet. Okay, so now when we line this up, it looks good-ish. Looks better. Okay, and I'm going to kind of pull up here a little bit and put these little tags, which, oh, I did use that ribbon I had bought a while ago. I'll notate that below, from Really Reasonable Ribbon. Still need to attach all of those to something. I just don't have any spools, and every time I buy spools, they're weird. So I need to use up some other ribbon so that I can put that ribbon on those other spools. Okay, and I just kind of want to put these not even, but up there. So see, it's not as obnoxious because I'm not using this big sheet of that. Okay, so now I'm going to lay out these pictures real quick. So originally I wanted that one over there. I wanted these little, oh, that one's cake, this one's pizza, since that comes first. And then she's on the slide, she's on the merry-go-round, and she's blowing the little horn right there. Okay, I want to keep those as even as possible. I am going to angle that one though. And then we have these two little guys for over here to kind of act like stitching. Okay, so I'm going to take my ruler and keep this one right here. I'll probably switch sides on that and get these on here evenly. Okay. Okay. And then I think I want it kind of the same. So it's kind of even with those, the bottoms of those numbers. So probably even with the bottoms of those numbers. Let's check that out and see how that would look. A little too far away. Let's go up higher. Yeah, about there. Yeah, that spacing's pretty good. Okay. Now I've got those on there. Let's do this on this other side, where this one I'm going to have to move it to this side. And yeah, it was about right there. Okay. And that one. Does that look about right? I might actually pop that little one right there. Okay. So that, oh, I want to use this little guy for these, because these will definitely need to be straight. Otherwise, they'll look silly. So I think right about there. Actually, maybe I should put the top one in first. Down a smidge. Wonder if I should have gone 1/4 of an inch on these. I do like the way these kind of make it look like it's a one, like a stitch together the two pieces. I like that feel. Okay, let me see here because I want that there. I didn't like it as much that way. I thought it looked kind of cool this way. And let's put these mats down and put these together, and let's start with the embellishments just to make sure that I'm doing what I wanted to do. So I was going to put this down here, but I was also going to put this little guy under here. I think it'll still work. So I'm just going to pull that up a little smidgeroo. And that also takes away from some of that yellow. Canary, sorry. It's almost like a mix between canary and lemonade. I just think it's really bright. They went very bright on this one. Okay, so I like that amazing. I wanted this heart kind of over here as part of that, but I'm not sure I want to keep it there now. I had wanted her here, but that's going to get in the way of that picture. I wonder if I could just put her down a little lower. Let's see here. So I liked that there because she's blowing that little horn, and I liked the cake over here. So let's see if I put Miranda down there. What does that look like? And then I've got the celebrating Maya as well. So if I put celebrating up there and Maya down here, what do we think? I don't like the Maya down there. I don't like it there either. I wonder if I could move these over a smidge and put Maya here. If that still looks pretty good. Okay, I think I want them down just a smidgy more though. Oops. Okay, let's see here. Got that. Okay. So the celebrating Maya, let's put that on next. Where is my glue tube? There it is. I have to use my glue tube on this one because I didn't want to use the Create a Sticker Mini, and the M was too big to go through the little X. So I'm just going to use my glue tube and hope for the best. I just kind of want to put that down and let it go in its natural form. I'm going to take my little pokey tool and kind of take off some of that adhesive. There we go. Okay. And then we've got celebrating. Oof. Okay. I do think I want to put some dots on this celebrating though, and Maya. That was one of the things I was thinking would be good. Okay, and again, I'm just going to kind of let it go where it wants to. It looks like I need a little bit of adhesive there. Okay, then we got the C. I like that. Let's take the pop tapes off of the little gnomes. These are the cutest little gnomes. I knew I wanted them. I just never knew what I was going to use them for. So I'm really glad that I was able to pull them out today and toss them on this layout because they are so cute. The place that they went was called Papa's Pizza, and I do not believe it's still around, but they had a big ball pit that was crazy big for the bigger kids. And it had, if I remember correctly, big balls in it too, like not just those little ones you would see at McDonald's. I feel like it had bigger rubber balls in it. Kind of crazy. And then, well, I'm really covering up a lot of that. And then it had video games. It had all these areas. So like this area where they had their party at was right when you came in the door pretty much. There was a section because it went up and down. I want to say it used to be a place called Poor Richard's. And it was a place my parents would go for like fancy nights out, but then it closed and they took it over for the pizza place and turned it into a really cool place. I mean, they had back rooms with, I decided I don't want to pop that. I might want that there. Oh, I like that up there. I'm just going to leave that blank there for some journaling. But they had big party rooms and stuff. So we had Miranda's first birthday there. This was Maya's, it says birthday girl. It doesn't say on her thing how old she was. It might have been her first birthday. I watched Maya when she was just a baby until she was about 4, I think, until she went to preschool. So she's either 1 or 2 right here. Just a cutie patootie. Okay, so I do want to add that white to the letters there. Let me grab some paper here. Yep, got it. Okay, so I'm going to turn this sideways because I can do it easier. And I'm just going to do a line and a dot. And it doesn't stand out quite as much as I had hoped, but that's okay. That one's really not the right side of that, but it's the only side I got. Okay, let me look at that. That looks pretty good. You can barely see it. I wish it was a little brighter. Okay. Yeah, if I go over it, I'm just going to mess it up. But I did a little bit on that one. You can see it in person, which I like. So yeah, I did use the white gel pen as well now. And let me see here. I showed you guys all of these. I didn't say what the pins' names were, but they will be below. There's a lot of BGs and Ys and Es and one T. I chose the T for the bottom of the plate and the fork. That was the T4, I think. No, T2. Okay, let me see if you could see that. It's so hard to see. Sorry. You can see it in person better. Okay, well that's that one. And here is this one. I think it turned out pretty good considering I changed the sizes. And I will have the new sizes for these down below. Just know that I went 7 3/4 this way as well as this way on this one. And then so the same sizes widthwise, just lengthwise, I elongated it and I like it a lot better. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.